I'm tired of not having any personal space. It's starting to eat away at me. I need to have self-sufficiency, or else I'm gonna go insane. I can't think properly when I have to deal with other people in my space and having to deal with people's schedules and or lack thereof, and just the constant surveillance, the constant wanting to know what I'm doing, which may or may not come from it. It doesn't have to come from a place of malice. It's just I just want to be left alone. I'm trying to figure myself out. I'm trying to work on myself and my situation. And even though I'm thankful for being able to be home, but it's not like I have much help. I'm still on my own. And I basically just have free quarters to stay at. And not much else. So the fact that I have to deal with things that are outside of my control is very frustrating. I really need to be free. Because people it's like I try to fit my schedule to be accommodating, and then other people switch their schedule up or something. There's always some sort of getting in the way, even if it's not on purpose. It just happens to be always crossing paths, always, it's almost like fate every day. I feel like I have constant bad fate, crossing paths and coincidences, and oh, you're using this space at this time now when you didn't used to, and it happens to be when I'm using it. There's definitely a blockage of my abilities. You know, I don't have a car, I I have to work with other people, and it's very frustrating. And I don't know how to say that without sounding ungrateful or spoiled or something, but it is true that I really don't have any help, so that doesn't, it just makes it makes the things that I can't control harder to deal with. It'd be one thing if I had helpful, like a helping hand or something, you know, a real helping hand. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Like, I don't have any financial help. And I'm also drawn into other people's issues and tasks, and I always find myself helping other people. I don't know how many of you are in a similar situation where you're kind of forced to live with people whether you're with roommates or you're sharing a household or you're like sharing rent with someone, or if you're home, you know, with your family. And everyone's situation is different, but my situation is more frustrating, I guess. And I need to get out. But it's almost impossible to do this in the current economy and state of housing prices and wages. Like, I literally have to be a millionaire in order to be on my own. Or, you know, I have to live a very specific grind where I'm just grinding my life away to pay for a shitty place, a shitty existence. I just wish, I wish I was, I wish I lived in a period of time where I could buy land, or I wish I was born as like an Amish person or something. I don't have anything to inherit. I have nothing to fall back on outside of the current short-term refuge. Basically, I have to be extremely smart, extremely lucky, extremely what's the word? Clever to somehow get out of my shackles, my hierarchy, my position in society. And there's infinite people trying to do any idea that I have. Anything that I can come up with, there's already a million people doing it. I feel like we live in an age some days I feel like we live in an age of opportunity, and some days I feel like that age is over. Do you feel the same way? It's almost like an illusion. It's almost like I can't help but contradict myself each day. I certainly don't try to contradict myself. There's nothing I want more than to be consistent and right. But it seems like nowadays even gifted people, there's no place for them. And I wouldn't really call myself a gifted person. I do have things that set me apart from others, but I really don't know if it's enough for good living. want is to be able to enjoy the little things in life. And I can't do that if I'm stuck in the rat race. How am I supposed to enjoy anything when I'm working my ass off for what? The bare minimum? Scraping by? Forget having a family. Even being alone seems financially impossible nowadays. Unless you're okay with living in shit. For someone like me who just wants to be left alone, it seems near impossible. It's hard not to see it as either you're born into it or not. Either you're born with the ability to have things, or you have to be sneaky. You have to cut corners. You kind of have to devote yourself to fakeness and pleasing other people to get ahead. Why can't I just be myself? Why can't I just be genuine? Why can't I be appreciated? There's so much noise, and all I want is peace and quiet. This situation that I'm in, where I live, it's not forever. It's not sustainable. It's a dead end. There's no future. There's no light. The only option is for me to somehow break free, somehow do the impossible. Somehow break the statistic or the logical. We live in an era where more and more people are required to perform miracles just to not live in misery and suffering. This world used to be simple, much simpler, but that time has ended a while ago. If only there were less people fighting over everything, maybe we could stand a chance, each and every one of us. But there's just so many people, and we all need the same things. It makes it seem pointless. But I'm not going to stop trying. I refuse to stop. I refuse to give up. I refuse to lose. I will figure out how to get out of my own situation, because if other people were able to do it and are doing it right now, then I have a chance too. I must have a chance. We must have a chance to find our own key to freedom. I think that we all have a key. The hard part is just finding it.